Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harris gives Stefan and claims Xander paced the interrogation room at the police station. Sarah rushed by, and she told Xander that Justin had verified that Xander would be released. But how did it be? Sarah asked. Xander explained that Harris had been unfit to identify Xander as the shooter, so Justin had induced the judge to let Xander out on bail. Sarah was surprised Fate.J hadn't interposed to keep Xander in captivity. Xander gathered Sarah in his arms and kissed her. When Xander and Sarah returned home, she apologized for the mess. "It's the most beautiful room I have ever seen in my entire life," Xander said. As Xander peered out the window, he promised to no way take the view for granted again. Sarah wanted to text Maggie to check on Victoria, but Xander noted it was a bit late in the night. With a mime, Sarah agreed. "Victoria is going to be so happy to see her daddy again," Sarah said as she hugged Xander from before. Sarah promised to pick up Victoria first thing in the morning so that Xander could spend the day with his son. Xander turned and smiled at Sarah. "Meanwhile, tonight is ours," Xander said. Xander kissed Sarah, and they made love on the settee. When Sarah woke up latterly, Xander was sitting at the regale table. "Hey," Sarah said. Xander wiped down gashes. "What is wrong?" Sarah asked. Sarah walked over and wrapped her arms around Xander. "I had a dream after we fell asleep together," Xander said. Xander told Sarah that in his dream, he'd been searching for Sarah and Victoria in a domain, and he'd seen them enter a lair. "I could not get to you. And also latterly when I was eventually in the lair, you were gone," Xander rumored. "I am then now. And Victoria is safe at my mama's." "It was just a dream," Sarah said. Xander noted that his dream had been a warning. "I can still be charged with tried murder and go down for a veritably long time, Sarah. I just could not handle it. Being down from you and Victoria again? I just could not handle it," Xander said. Sarah sat on Xander's stage, and she held him near. After a moment, Sarah counseled Xander, "One day at a time for us, okay?" Xander noted that it was easier said than done to not suppose about the future. "I have been so careful to stay on the straight and narrow now that I've you and Victoria in my life. The study of having all that ripped down. Perhaps this is discipline for my history," Xander said. Sarah dissented. "I do believe that people can ameliorate themselves. They can grow and change. And you're proving that," Sarah said. Xander argued that he'd only proven that to Sarah. With a shriek, Xander noted that was why he believed Sarah and Victoria would be better off without him. "You've said that ahead, and you've obviously no way heard my response." "But your son and I need you then near to us," Sarah said. Xander started to differ, but Sarah told him to stop. "I want you in my life. I want you in Victoria's life, because you are important to me. You are important to her. And because I love you," Sarah said. Sarah kissed Xander. With a smile, Sarah noted that the lair in Xander's dream had a light at the end of it. "I promise you that," Sarah rumored. Xander hugged Sarah, and he said, "What did I do to earn you?" Sarah laughed. "I am then now. You've got me," Sarah rumored. Xander told Sarah that he loved her. Sarah told Xander that she loved him, and she led him into the bedroom. In Paulina's room at the sanitarium, Abe, Chanel, and Johnny celebrated Paulina's miraculous recovery. Paulina joked that she'd work to have the FBI move headquarters to Salem so that Eli and Lonnie would have to move back home. Abe suggested that they visit Eli and Lonnie in the summer. "Before we make family plans, what about you newlyweds making some time alone together?" Paulina asked. Paulina ordered Johnny and Chanel to go home and rest. Once Paulina was alone with Abe, she told Abe that she couldn't stay to be roommates again. "Me, too. And I promise I am not going to overeat the bed or leave the dishes in the Gemara," Abe said. "I will believe that when I see it," Paulina said with a chortle. Abe snoozled. Paulina's neck, and she chortled as Kate and Roman walked into the room. "I hope that we are not interposing," Kate said. Paulina squealed with delight and told them she was thrilled to see them. "You just missed Chanel and Johnny," Paulina said. Kate noted that they had run into Chanel and Johnny at the elevator and had complimented them on their marriage. "Is not that the stylish news?" Paulina said. "I do not know, I supplicate to differ because I suppose the stylish news is that you are well again," Kate combated. "And that Abe got his memory back," Roman added. Abe smiled at Roman, and he said he flashed back all his once shenanigans with Roman. Roman chortled. "I'm going home hereafter," Paulina said. "Correction, we're going home hereafter," Abe combated. Paulina smiled and noted that she was eager to get home. "And also ASAP, I am back to work as mayor. Because I know this fair megacity is just going to hell in a handbasket without me," Paulina said. Abe advised Paulina not to return to work until she was completely healed. Paulina jounced in agreement, but she noted that she felt strong enough to take on anything. "It's amazing. But I've to admit, I do not understand exactly what happened." "So, were you misdiagnosed with a heart condition?" Kate asked. Paulina and Abe changed a look, and she asked Abe if they should tell Roman and Kate what had happened. Abe said yes. Paulina told Roman and Kate that after she had flatlined, a bright white light had washed over her and she had been healed. "That is really miraculous," Kate stammered. "It was surely miraculous. And the other phenomenon is that I got my memory back at the same time," Abe said. Kate looked at Roman. "That is some story," Roman said. Abe asked Roman to join him for a mug of coffee, and they left Kate and Paulina to talk alone. "What are those two up to?" Paulina said. Kate suggested that Roman was agitated to memorize with his old friend since Abe's memory was back. "I am so agitated to see you like this again. Your awful, energetic tone. We were all enough upset about you," Kate said. "God had other plans. For me and for Abraham," Paulina said. With a shriek, Paulina admitted that she had bothered that she wasn't Abe's type. "What are you talking about? Abe adores you," Kate said with a laugh. "No, I know that. But, well, being in my presence all the time now, especially such a big break from me, Abe, well, he's mellow. In case you had not noticed, I have got enough big personality. I am a real sprinkle," Paulina said. Kate reminded Paulina that Kate was a big personality, too. "The verity is, I no way allowed that I was Roman's type. I mean, he is mellow. He is easygoing. I am a sprinkle, too," Kate said. With a chortle, Paulina noted that she and Kate had both ended up with their exact contraries. "I guess someone out there knew better than we do," Kate said. "Well, someone over there took real good care of me, beating cancer, surviving a failing heart. I just feel my heart now, it feels so strong. I feel like I can face anything," Paulina admitted. Kate noted that Paulina had always been like that. "And everyone who knows you and loves you always knew that. Now, you know it, too," Kate said. Paulina thanked Kate and said she was blessed to have Kate as a friend. "I've to admit, I have not had veritably numerous womanish musketeers. But you know, from the men that I have known, in my experience, they do not indeed want to hear," Kate said. "Not just in your experience," Paulina said. Kate and Paulina talked about the difference between men and women in social situations. "There are some exceptions," Paulina said. Kate and Paulina agreed that their misters were more social than utmost. In the hallway, Roman and Abe disregarded about old times. "My heart beats for my woman and family. But my blood will always run blue," Abe said. "Amen to that, mate," Roman said. As Roman and Abe belted coffee in the staying area, Roman asked Abe about the experience with the white light.